Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Nice to see an almost full house. This has been a rarity as of late, but we appreciate you all being here. We're going to begin tonight's Oak Hill City Council meeting with our invocation by Councilman Chris Gill. May we all stand and then we'll the pledge of allegiance after.
My Lord, as we're gathered here tonight, I'm reminded of the scripture in James where it says that if any of us lack wisdom, let us ask God, that he giveth all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. Lord, I humbly ask for your guidance and wisdom as we begin this meeting to conduct the business of our great city. Help us to engage in meaningful discussions, allow us to grow closer as a group, and make the best decisions for our community. God, fill us with your wisdom and grace as we make those decisions that might affect us and those all around us. Lord, let us be reminded here that all that we do tonight, all that we accomplish, let it first be pleasing unto you, and then for the greater good of our city. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
The United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Now call this meeting to order. We will begin with our roll call from our clerk.
Mayor Charles Briscoe,
Here.
Council at Large William Hannibas,
Here.
Ward 1 Diane Janey,
Here.
Roger Evans,
Here.
Terry Van Buskirk,
Here.
Ward 2 Chris Gill,
Here.
PJ Elder,
Here.
and Tim Buskus.
Here.
All right, not a soul on vacation this month. That's good. That is good. We will have our. You want to go ahead and read that so we can just do it as normal? Okay. All right, you all have read the minutes in your packets. If we may have a motion to accept and approve the minutes as presented in your packets.
Mayor, I'll make that motion.
Maybe have a second.
I second it.
All those in favor to approve the minutes as is? Aye. All opposed? Motion is carried. Can we do the same for the treasurer's report, please? Which is also in your packets.
I'll make a motion that we accept the treasurer's report.
Now we have a second. We have a motion and a second to accept the treasurer's report. All those in favor? All opposed? Motion's carried. Treasurer's report is also accepted. Do we have any correspondence? Just the one that I have. Okay. The Nazarene Church will be having their 75th anniversary coming up. And on behalf of the Nazarene Church, we invite you, the city council, and anyone else here tonight present, and the city of Oak Hill. The festival will begin Wednesday the 20th with a picnic, a concert featuring artist Jonathan White. On the 21st, the church will host a homecoming night of music and reflection. There'll be a cruise in on site with food trucks set for Friday the 22nd, and they will have a heritage night on Saturday the 23rd, which will showcase the church's history and conclude with an ice cream and cake social. Sunday celebration will feature Sunday school at 9 a.m. taught by Reverend Benny Bly at 10, worship service with guest preacher Steve Estep, and an anniversary dinner following the service. All events are free and open to the public. And we'd like to welcome current and previous members of the community and our local government officials. This is from Robert Pauley. He says, let me give you a little bit of background on how the Nazarene Church come about to our area. The church's root traced back to August 20th, 1950, when revival meetings were held under a tent at 3221 Main Street East. 20 charter members formed the congregation, and within a year, services were held in a newly constructed basement. Over the decades, the church has grown under the leadership of 15 senior pastors, several associate youth pastors. They've added a sanctuary, office space, family life center, and pavilion. Part of the West Virginia Southern District of the Church of the Nazarene, the Oak Hill congregation has worked alongside other churches to share the Christian message both locally and globally through mission efforts. The church remains committed to its mission of being redemptive presence of Jesus Christ in the Oak Hill community and beyond. Thank you for taking your time to read this. Sincerely, Robert Pauley, church member. Also, we have an announcement. Some of you all know our current city manager, Demita Johnson, will be retiring after 26 years of service. She's been through 9 mayors. Her last day will be Friday, October 15th, and there will be a little celebration with the Jones Avenue Church of God, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right. And now we're going to move on. You ready? Are you sure?
I'm pretty much.
Okay, all right. Well, let's
Go up front.
if you would repeat after me. This is from the state of West Virginia and the county of Fayette. I, Chris C. Meadows,
I, Chris C. Meadows,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of West Virginia,
and the Constitution of the State of West Virginia,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of city manager
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of City Manager
in and for the city of Oak Hill, Fayette County, West Virginia,
in and for the City of Oak Hill, Fayette County, West Virginia,
to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
to the best of my skill and judgment, so help me God.
All right. This is subscribed and sworn to me in the city of Oak Hill, Fayette County, West Virginia, on Monday, August 11th, 2025. Welcome aboard.
Get a picture with you. Oh. You're getting.
We will now move to our portion of citizens' comments. And first would be Charles Smallwood.
Good evening. Few questions here. Are there any plans to honor the reimbursement request made on behalf of the Community Restoration Center?
I spoke with Mr. Smallwood about that earlier. We have been looking at finances. We don't have the money at this time to do any of that. I don't know if we want to look at that in the future, but at this point, we do not have that money.
Okay. Have the city established a deadline for upgrading all city parks to be ADA compliant?
We're currently working on that. We have a big project that we're working on at the project down where the Little League field is. We will have that completed shortly. Then we will be looking at all the other parts that need upgrades.
According to the June 12th, 2025 Fayette Tribune, a survey was being conducted to upgrade the comprehensive plan. Now, will that data be shared with the public?
Most certainly will. We're having a public meeting in September. We're going to invite everybody in town to come, give their opinions on the survey that, we took and let everybody know the results.
At the February 2024 meeting, the mayor stated that the council would revisit the Minden Bridge situation.
I have spoken with DOH representatives. It looks like they do not have any plans on repairing that bridge at this time or replacing it. We will continue to look into that for the community and running up the food chain with DOH as far as we can go with it.
Are there any plans addressing the drainage problems in Harlem Heights?
I have been out there and looked at some of the drainage problems with our public works people, and they're still in consideration. Not quite sure what we need to do yet, but we're looking into it.
Any update on the Virginia sidewalk situation?
I have now made 5 attempts to contact our grant people in Charleston with one successful completion of that, and we're not getting a lot of response from that. So I'm probably going to have to get our delegates involved and see if we can rattle them a little bit.
All right, thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Smallwood. Up next, from our Fayette County Health Department, Ms. Paula McCutcheon.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council, for having us today. I also have Shannon Jenkins with me, who helps coordinate the quick response team out of the Fayette County Health Department. We're here on behalf of the Hope Dealer Project, which was founded in 2015, and the West Virginia Goes Purple movement launched in 2023. West Virginia Goes Purple is a unified statewide initiative to raise awareness about substance use, to reduce stigma, and support recovery, especially during National Recovery Month, which is September. In 2023, West Virginia began its journey to make history as the first state in the nation to officially unite all 55 counties under one recovery movement, going purple together. This movement is led by founder and executive director Tara Mason, who officially launched the statewide campaign in 2023, with endorsements from our former governor and U.S. Senator. The mission is to shift the narrative so that West Virginia is no longer known for tragedy, but for the first state in the U.S. history to unite all 55 counties in recovery, awareness, and hope. Since we're known for being #1 for fatal overdoses, this project is to help change that narrative. This initiative isn't about one organization. It's about communities. It's about counties and individuals coming together to break the silence, to save lives, and to help celebrate recovery. This means like purple lights, purple ribbons, community events, which we are hosting along with the Fayette Prevention Coalition, Healing Our Plateau on September 6th at the Lively Amphitheater. So every purple display becomes a beacon of hope, right? The proclamation that we're asking Oak Hill City Council to sign today is more than a symbolic symbol. It's a statement of solidarity and a commitment to healing and education and prevention, right? We just want to change that narrative, and feel like we've done a lot of work here, and a lot of people have gotten help, but also everybody's affected. And just to bring our community together, we wanted to ask you guys to sign a proclamation and go purple for Recovery Month.
Is that something you have written out with you? Because I could not open your email.
I do have, and I have a copy of a proclamation. If y'all want, can I pass that?
Please.
And then I also have the proclamation that Jim Justice had signed when he supported it.
Have a lot of hours into this thing.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of us in recovery in our community, which is something, I mean, people do recover. And, I'm almost 7 years in recovery in October, and I've worked in recovery here since I've, took that step. And I've also watched a lot of people that we've lost. And I know that a lot of people are affected. So it just means something to me, and it's worth trying. And, but I definitely think that there's a lot of us affected by it, and to give that little bit of hope and to come together and bring us together, I think is important. But there's a lot of us that's boots on the ground working day in and day out trying to help. Because one's too many, and we lost a lot of people.
Thank you for your devotion.
You're welcome.
You said on September the 6th at the Lively Amphitheater. What time is that?
It is from 5 till 9. We'll have live music, we'll have food trucks, we'll have all kinds of resources. I think right now I have like 14 resource tables. So that we had it last year was our first year, and this will be our second year, and just a community event. Kids are welcome, face painting. We try to just bring everybody together. And so that's. And then we also hold Save a Life Day on September 25th, where we're giving resources and we're setting up, and so a lot of people are invested in trying to make it better and safer. And so our kids don't have to go through it, and it's not, where it stops with us. And, everybody deserves a second chance, I feel like.
Okay, Paula, if you would, give everybody a chance to go over this, can you stay a while?
I'm here.
Let everybody read over this, now make a decision, we'll get it signed for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next on our list is Mr. Frank Pauley.
Howdy, my name's Frank Polly. I've been in business for 11 years. I own Fabulous E-Puffs. This is more than about competition. We got other vape shops wanting to come into Oak Hill. I can't do it. Just like our neighbors in rest of Fayette County, Anstead, Mount Hope, Fayetteville, they've all got ordinance in place. Vape shops have got to be a mile apart. I think we need something like that. I propose. God almighty. We need to define the difference between a vape shop and a smoke shop and a convenience store. They can sell the same products that we sell. Yeah, something ain't right with that right there. They can sell just as much stuff as we sell. Here, let me just pass this right here paper out to y'all. This right here is what I have written down here that I really can't say. This ain't about competition. This is about our kids and what I sell. I don't sell a good product. I really don't. And our kids should not be able to get this product on every corner in Oak Hill. And that's not a good thing. But we need these stores for our tourists, for our citizens. It's just not a good product. But we have it, and it's all legal. 100% legal. And whatever rules y'all come up with, they ain't gonna matter if somebody ain't here to enforce it. Somebody's got to enforce the rules that y'all put in place. I'm right down the road. I can talk anytime. This right here scares me. But I'm here. Half of y'all's got my phone number. I give the rest of y'all my phone number. I mean, I'm right down the road. Read my paper, my speech that I can't give. Thank you. I've got a lot more to say. I can't do it. I hope my friend here can do a little better job than me.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Hashim McGrath.
Good evening, council members. I agree with everything, Mr. Frank had to say. I can finish everything out for him. We've been working on this together. I've been in Oak Hill for about 4 years now. I run 2 locations that are fully regulated. We have over 5 different licenses. And the products that we sell are registered with the Department of Agriculture in Charleston. So we have bi-weekly inspections. It's a lot of stuff that we have to keep up with in order for us to be 100%. And what Mr. Frank was trying to say is that the ordinance that we have should match the Fayette County ordinance, which is like a full mile. And that would help every business. So we have leases we have to pay. We can't compete with more vape shops that come in town, or at the same time, the same guy that's been trying to open up is the same guy that bought the first building in front of Little Caesars. His name is Salah Salim. A couple months ago, he got 13 locations rated, over $1 million in illegal products that were seized. And I have these articles right here. I'll pass them around. And another thing is, the ordinance says that we have 30% of products that any convenience store takes. So if a convenience store was 3,000 square feet, they can have 1,000 square feet of same products. So that's a loophole to the ordinance that the city of Oak Hill has. And I feel like the right percentage should be 10 to 15% of total inventory. So that way it's fully regulated and everybody knows what every shop has, and so that way everything can go smooth. That's about it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. McGrath. Aaron Runyon, Fayette County Solid Waste Authority. Hello.
My name's Erin Runyon. I'm the administrator for the, I didn't know I had such a big audience, for the Fayette County Solid Waste Authority. For those that are not familiar, the board is an all-volunteer board assigned by the state of West Virginia. And we have not, they had to reorganize a few years ago. So the board chairman, Steve Davis, wanted me to come to the city today. The goal of the board is to really help reduce solid waste, as the name is given, and also increase recycling. And I know that we used to have recycling containers around the city. And our hope is to work with the city to put 1 or 2 of those back in place. It will be no cost to the city. We are willing to shoulder the cost of that, and we have been working with White Cap Waste to help facilitate that. And so what I don't know, what the board does not know, is any reservations you might have, past issues with the recycling, why we don't have it, if there's anything we can do to help overcome that and bring it back to the residents. One of the issues I know is if you go out by the Walmart, is if any of you have recycled, is it's full and it's hard to get stuff. And so we really, I think people might want that resource back in this area, and we are willing to work to facilitate that, to collaborate really with any city that wants to have it. The Solid Waste Authority wants to work with them and get that back in place.
Do you have anything with your number on it?
I don't. I have emailed, not sure who I emailed, someone within your council, but I will reach out again to do that. And I can certainly email a more formal proposal. Whatever the council has questions on, thoughts. I'm happy to come back and do this, or also send invitation to when we have our next monthly meeting as well.
Where do you hold your monthly meetings?
So right now they're at the New River Convention Center. It's supposed to be the second Monday. It's supposed to be today, but we had to move it to next Monday. So we have it at 12:45, second Monday of the month, which is open to the public. It's not real exciting, but it is a necessary thing. And I think a lot of people do want to do recycling. They want to have more access to it. You guys have your hands full. So really what we need from you is just, do you want it? How do we help you facilitate that? That's all I have. I will leave my contact information so that you guys can email me.
What time is the meeting on Mondays?
It's at 12:45. Yeah, that way, people, like we have, Dan Helton, the litter control, he likes to come a lot, so we'd like to have it during the day, so people that are, working can come in, not have to come in after hours.
Is that the New River Convention Center?
New River Convention Center, yes. And we do have a Facebook page, and so we do post the meeting there as well. Public, it's a good time.
Thank you very much. Next time, please bring your litter control officer with you. Dan's a great guy.
He's unofficially Dan's the best. He's the hardest worker. I mean, he does an outstanding job for the county, and I don't think people realize that. He's a really good person.
Thank you very much. There's another name on here, Demita Johnson. You got 60 seconds. I don't know if we will give you 3 minutes or not.
Hello, it's kind of weird being on this side of the podiums there, but, well, first of all, I wanted to thank you as a council for all the support that you've given me since I've been city manager through the different things that I have gone through. You all have always, been there to help me and encourage me, so I just wanted to thank you all for that. And I have something I want to give Chris tonight. And so I'm going to read this. Chris, congratulations on taking the helm. Running a city is like juggling flaming torches while riding a unicycle on a windy day. But don't worry, you'll do great. You're inheriting a great team, a stack of unfinished projects, and at least 3 mysterious spreadsheets that no one dares to open. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll attend meetings that could have been emails, but through it all, you'll make a real difference. Remember, the budget will never be enough. The complaints will never be quiet enough. The coffee will never be strong enough. When in doubt, nod confidently and say, we're looking into that. If thing goes sideways, blame your predecessor. I'm retired, I can't hear you. Wishing you all the best as you take the wheel. I'm off to discover what life is like without 200 emails a day and with coffee I can actually finish while it's hot. And so I have some gifts for you that I wanted to give you. First of all, we have some magic tape. When you realize and everybody else realizes you're not a magician, you can rub that on you and you'll get your magic back. And here are some Tums for all the heartburn that you'll have. And here is some new skin for when yours gets taken off, you'll have somebody. And here's the best thing. I think I got through about 15 of these in a year. I got you one. Some Tylenol. You'll need that for all your headaches. And lastly, a payday for when you realize yours is not big enough. Have that to remind you.
Thank you so much.
And I have been working with Chris for the last 2 weeks, and he will be a great city manager. So you all just feel free to call me anytime.
Well, thank all of you. Your concerns have been heard, will be addressed. And please feel free to come to more city council meetings. We now have a support of the Disabled Minors Proclamation. I'll read this quickly. Whereas the city of Oak Hill is a community in West Virginia, a region with many rich assets, including our land, water, heritage, and people who have mined coal that has fueled the United States for over a century. And whereas one of the consequences of our history of coal mining has been that generations of our families and communities have suffered from high rates of black lung disease, an incurable and fatal disease caused by exposure to coal and silica dust. And whereas thousands of coal miners disabled by black lung disease and their dependents rely on federal black lung benefits, including FY 2024, 517 West Virginians, of which 47 claimants reside in the city of Oak Hill. And whereas the federal benefits provided the residents of the city of Oak Hill delivered an estimated $1,064,900.66 in disability and medical benefits in 2024, providing an important financial lifeline to affected families and supporting the local economy through spending at local businesses and medical facilities. And whereas the spending value of federal black lung benefit payments have declined by over 30% since 1969 because black lung benefits are not tied to increases in the cost of living or rising inflation. And whereas a living wage in Fayette County is over 4 times the amount of what is provided by federal black lung benefit rates. And whereas we are concerned about the general welfare of our mining families, specifically the impacts of rising inflation, and we believe that our miners deserve to live their lives with dignity. Therefore, be it resolved that the city of Oak Hill, West Virginia urges Senators Shelley Moore Capito and James Conley Justice II, along with U.S. Representative Carol Miller, to support and vote for legislation to assist disabled miners, including legislation to increase monthly black lung benefits. And I have signed it, and we will fix our seal to it. All right. And now we have a presentation from the Thrasher Corporation.
Good evening. My name is Sam Rich with the Thrasher Group. I'm a principal with the firm and run our Beckley office. Have also had the pleasure of working with Oak Hill for the last several years on a variety of projects. I'm here tonight to present an award to the city of Oak Hill that was given out last week. And this is not an individual award. It is what I call an overall award for success on projects at the municipal government level. So just so everybody understands what Municipal League is, it's an organization for municipal governments in West Virginia. They have an annual conference every summer, and at that conference, there's a series of awards that are given out to individuals and communities for success in projects and things that they have done to improve their communities. We traditionally, in the last 40 years of business, the majority of our work is with municipal governments in West Virginia. So that is one of the conferences that we sponsor at a high level. Every year, we're kind of the platinum sponsor of the event, and we also partner with Municipal League to sponsor awards that are given out. One of the awards we sponsor is focused toward an individual and their achievements, and the other is for a community at large. And this year, I'm pleased to report that the award that was given out for the community, what we call the Vision of Tomorrow Award, was given to Oak Hill for your all success in the improvements and changes you've made to your city's park systems. So this was for 2 projects, your city park renovations project, as well as Needles Eye Park and the improvements that have been ongoing there. And the reason we call it the Vision of Tomorrow Award is it's looking for communities that have an entrepreneurial spirit in the way that they're going about community improvement projects. And we can talk about Needles Eye and the success that is turning into, and how many years ago that really first came to fruition. It is not one individual that has made that project happen. There have been so many people involved on both a official capacity and a volunteer capacity to bring these things to light, and that's why you all were chosen for this year's as this year's recipient. Just the amount of time and effort that has gone into this. I have the pleasure of working with a lot of communities, and what you all have done to stretch your dollar. I commend both this council, previous councils, and previous city administration, and what you've been able to do to leverage local funding with state and federal grant funding. City Park is now in its 2nd phase of construction with the Land and Water Conservation Fund. Very well positioned to potentially get a congressional directed spending request, which is still many months federal government process from being approved, but that would entail a third phase, which would continue improvements at City Park. And then Needles Eye is also primed for additional improvements once the trailhead is finished and opened up. We hope by September of this year. You know, you guys have had Public Works work on additional things that you couldn't stretch out of the budget to bid out to contractors. So I commend those gentlemen and all the staff that I've worked with, Demita and Josh and Tyler have. I'll brag on them that they're really passionate and invested in the success of this community and their projects, and they've made my job easier because they care about what happens here, and they've been really good to work with. So the award is right there next to Chris. I got Chris up on stage in front of several hundred people last week for something he's just learning about. So
I didn't take credit.
he did not. But just again, we appreciate the opportunity to work with you on these projects, and commend you for what you've done as a council and as a community to bring them to life and improve your park system and the quality of life for both your residents and the tourism opportunities that are available here in Oak Hill. So thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight, and congratulations on being the recipient of this year's Thrasher sponsored award at Municipal League. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Sam, thank you guys for the wonderful work you did at the park. They had a couple of tournaments. They had 11 or 12 Little League teams. And then the very next weekend, they had 41 girls softball teams. So for great games, a lot of good food. PJ and I had a couple of hot dogs. You know how it goes. Thank you all. All right, now we're moving on to unfinished business, our discussion and possible appointment of our city clerk / treasurer.
Okay, so at the last meeting, we discussed the council is the one who appoints the city clerk treasurer. That is not an appointment from the city manager's office. We also discussed that we needed someone with some experience in the office and someone that has held down those type of duties over the years. And the recommendation, of course, is Valerie. She is very well qualified, and as far as the office duties, we feel that we can fulfill those office duties and get everything taken care of. We appreciate the council's support on this decision.
Mayor, I move that we hire Valerie Vaughn as the clerk treasurer for the city of Oak Hill.
I second it.
We have the motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Yes. I'd just like to make a comment that Valerie's been a long time employee of the city of Oak Hill, worked with the police department, the Oak Hill Sanitary Board, administrative positions within the city government. And I worked with Valerie, and I can't say enough good about you, Val. I appreciate you and your work ethic, and and I'm honored to in a moment vote for you as the clerk / treasurer of the city of Oak Hill. Thank you.
Yeah.
We have a motion and a second to appoint Valerie Vaughn as our city clerk / treasurer. All those in favor? All opposed? Motion is carried. Welcome back, Valerie. We have a Needles Eye update, and you're on your way. I see you.
With all the ongoing work at Needles Eye Park and at the city park, just wanted to provide you guys with an update regarding the work at Needles Eye. It is ongoing. There's been some change orders with the weather that we've had for the spring and early summer. We are looking at a final completion date of September 30th for the Needles Eye Park renovation at the trailhead. Once that is done, we will have a grand opening ceremony. That will be a day's event where it'll be a ribbon cutting ceremony as well as a community event in the evening. Once we get closer to identifying those dates or that date, I'll certainly reach out to you and the community and let everybody know. Okay. As far as the Midkiff, the city park project with Midkiff Contracting, they are making great progress. If you've driven by, they're doing a great job. Just want to inform you that they are looking at the September 26th final completion date with the substantial completion date is September 26th, and then the final completion is October 26th. So we're all looking forward to that. Thanks, council.
Thank you.
Number 3, consider an approval of memorandum between Oak Hill Fire Department and Fayette County Commission. Chief, you wanna? There you go.
Good evening. We have forwarded a MOU from the Fayette County Commission for the consideration for the city council in regard to an engine replacement program that we have qualified for. Number of departments applied for it. 3 departments were awarded this distribution of funding for the engine replacement. And this document was forwarded for our city attorney's consideration. And we just are requesting to have the president of the fire department, chairman of our engine committee, and our assistant chief with us this evening. And they've worked diligently in regard to bringing a product forward that they want to recommend to the city of Oak Hill for a transitional move to enhance our product that we serve the public with. Mr. Fowle, if you want to comment on that, as far as the MOU recommendation to the council, you have any questions?
I have no questions. I do recommend the council accept it. I know you and your department have reviewed it.
Yes, sir.
City vote.
Yes, sir.
Mayor, I'll make that motion to approve the MOU for the fire department.
I second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve the MOU between the fire department and Fayette County Commission. All those in favor? All opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you, chief.
Thank you. Just want to let the council know that we will be bringing forward very soon our recommendation to the city manager and the council in regard to this problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item number 4, unfinished business. Consider planning commission's recommendation on shipping containers. This will be our first reading.
Mayor, the commission has met several times and they are recommending the shipping containers not be allowed in residential areas. We have not, we've dropped the ideas and the discussion regarding the regular equipment, backhoes, large trucks, that such. We really have not had any complaints about that. This was all brought on by discussion regarding shipping containers. So that's going to be our, that's what we're bringing before council.
I make a motion that we accept the definition of the mobile storage containers for the business districts and abandon all talks for the residential.
And we have a second.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. To accept the planning, consider the planning commission's recommendation on shipping containers. First reading, all those in favor? All opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you. Number 5 is a consideration to amend the ordinance 15.38.470 to restrict vape shops.
Mr. Fowle and I have been discussing this and, do you have any comments on that, sir?
We're still looking into it. There's a question as to what the Fayette County ordinance provides as compared to what the city of Oak Hill's ordinance provides. And normally what occurs in West Virginia is the city ordinance is what would regulate what is done in the city of Oak Hill. And I don't think that the best step is to try to enforce a county ordinance in the city. I think that should have. I think city of Oak Hill is slightly
So if the council would like, we can continue to look into this situation and see if we need a more restrictive ordinance, a longer distance between these stores and regulation of possible signage issues that we see is, it could be a major issue.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion tonight to send the current ordinance 15.38.470 and the definitions, because we have an ordinance. We do have an ordinance, we do have definitions. And I just want to make that clear, because some people, it was said earlier that I think some people may not think that we do have one. We actually do have one. But motion to send that in its form right now and the definitions back to the Planning and Zoning Commission for review and possible amendments regarding the distances, locations, and the signage. That way, so that's the formal way of saying, let's send it to the Planning Commission, let them look into it, come up with the wording like we do everything else, and then they send that back to us.
I'll second that.
I think we all.
All right, we have a motion and a second to what he just said. I'm not gonna try to remember all that. All those in favor? All opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you all. Now we're moving to new business. We're going to open and award a paving bid.
We will open the bids, and this one is from Mr. Asphalt, out of Charleston, West Virginia. Okay, Mr. Asphalt is bidding, should we read the streets individually, or should we just read the total bid? Total bid, for Mr. Asphalt is $313,258.
That's several streets.
Yes, that is, Needles Eye Park, a lot entrance, Webster Avenue, East Martin Avenue. Two different sections of it, Anderson Street, Martin Avenue, Arthur Street, Beach Avenue, Burnside Street, Burke Avenue, Trump Avenue. So that's 313,258. And this bid is from West Virginia Paving Incorporated. Their total bid is 242,000 even.
It's 242, you said?
242,000.
All the same streets.
The same streets, Trump, Burke, Burnside, Martin, Arthur Avenue. Beach Avenue, Anderson Street, Florida, West.
You have West Virginia paving?
Yes.
West Virginia Paving Incorporated, yes. That's it.
That's it.
That's the only ones we got.
Just those two.
We only had two people show up to the pre-bid, and we got bids for both of those two.
Mayor, I'll make the motion for West Virginia paving at 242,000.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second to accept the bid from West Virginia Paving of $242,000. All those in favor? All opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you. Number 7, consider approving the Board of Education contract for PRO officer. Chief?
Yes, it's that time of year again when school's getting ready to take up, and we have a new revised contract with the Board of Education. which reimburses the city for the services that we provide them for supplying an officer that is there to, I believe the contracts they reimburse us for 200 and some odd days, maybe. The entire school year that's about ready to start, I believe, next week. That we need to have your all's approval on that. So they can get it back to the Board of Education and they can approve their end of it.
If that's a motion, I make the motion that we do that.
And I second that.
All right, we have a motion and a second to consider approving the Board of Education contract for our PRO officer. All those in favor? All opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Number 8. We'll be appointing City Manager Chris Meadows as our Sanitary Board Chair. Motion?
I would move to appoint the city manager as the sanitary board chairman.
I second that.
We have a motion and a second to appoint City Manager Chris Meadows as our Sanitary Board Chair. All those in favor? All opposed? Thank you very much. You just jumped right in it, didn't you?
First beat.
That's good. That's good. Number 9, consideration of a 90-day retention of employees for accounting duties.
So, bringing this before the council, we are asking to retain our wonderful Demita for 90 days, to help us clean up some of the accounting stuff that needs to be done for year end. This is something she's very familiar with and been doing for many years, and we need a little bit of help to get over the first hump. Just asking that, if the council's okay with it, we're gonna retain her, at, of course, different pay scale, just to help us clean up the end of the year stuff.
The motion's needed, I'll make that motion.
And I second it.
We have a motion and a second to consider bringing back Demita Johnson for 90 days. To help with accounting duties. All those in favor? All opposed? The motion is carried. Thank you very much. All right, we have come almost to the end. We have some department reports. You all read those in your packet. If we may have a motion to accept those department reports as is.
I'll make a motion to accept the department report.
A second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Department reports accepted. Any council comments?
Yes, sir. I'd like to mention, I think it's public knowledge, but the city of Oak Hill through the Oak Hill Building Commission is in the process of selling the BB&T building. And I wish Mr. Smallwood would have stayed because he brought up several problems within the city. None of them are of the magnitude of the problem that the BB&T building has been, continues to be, and a great deal of cost of money. The building was, there was way too much money paid for the building. It was a problem for this council. It is, in my opinion, a lot of opinions, a popular opinion, is that is not a suitable city hall that it was purchased for. There was a lot of things said, such as building is move-in ready. I think we all know better than that. It is a nice building. It's in the center of our town. I'm not knocking the building, but it's going back into private hands. I'm proud of that. It's been a lot of headache for this council. And it's what happens when governing bodies such as this, such as the last council, don't listen to recommendations from people that know, that are closed-minded. And I'm proud to have that in our past as a community. And I just want to, it's a bright day for the city of Oak Hill. And thank you all for your diligence. Let's not ever let something like that happen again. Thank you.
Mr. Bass. Any other council comments?
Who said that? You go ahead. Mine's a little different. I want Demita Johnson to stand, please. I think we all should stand and give her. Thank you.
Mayor, I was just going to clarify, I don't know if anybody knew or what, but regarding the memorandum of understanding with the fire department, that was for the purchase of a fire truck to replace an aging fire engine. That was for that, so I just think that it got slipped through.
Chief mentioned. Appreciate you. All right, anyone else?
I would say something.
Sure.
I would like to just thank everybody for coming out tonight. Appreciate the support shown by my staff. And I just want to let everybody know that I'm very excited to be here. Plan to work hard for this community. We're moving over here and we'll jump in with both feet and see what we can do to make this place better. Well, thank you.
Do we have any future agenda items? Okay. Any other announcements?
No, are we gonna go back to the national recovery for September deal?
Yes, we'll sign that. We'll take care of it.
Just wanted to make sure that that brought back up, because I do believe that that is something that's good for our state and our county.
Good. Are you planning on putting ribbons on the telephone poles, by the way? We should go have a little competition with Oakley, if you know, I'll get out there and tie those things on there for nothing.
Down if I
We're
can ride
gonna-
with you and put them
We're gonna
up.
put them up when y'all take y'all down.
You know, we put them up, the city streets department takes them down, so that might take a minute, but feel free to take them down.
Whatever I'm allowed to
Whatever
do,
you need, just
whether it's lights, it's
Just-
ribbon, just,
be more than happy to help you. Like I told you, I'm sorry I ain't gonna be able to be there, but
it's okay if we can have somebody.
I'll put something on social media about that also,
you know,
about for
Dana,
people to
right.
put to go purple to wear, whatever.
And I'd love to get a picture with you with it signed and to post. They have a website too, also celebrating all the counties and municipalities across the state
Okay.
that I'd like to raise awareness.
All right, anyone else? Our next council meeting will be September 8th at 6 p.m. If all